vulnerability in the course,
Mhm.
and that vulnerability is within a really well held and created container,
Mhm.
right? So there's a soft landing to be vulnerable in, right?
Yeah. And almost a
And
welcoming,
yeah.
like, container to be vulnerable in,
Hmm.
where people are kind of like encouraging and supportive.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's not necessarily always the case in
Yeah.
your real world life.
Out in the wild.
Yeah. And this brings up one, like a concrete example that I just had like last week where I was a little frustrated. Like I was in not an argument, just like with another human, another person. And we were both seeing past one another, right? We both wanted something different in this conversation and we're both getting frustrated. And I remember being like, God, like, I'm frustrated with you because I always ask you follow up questions and you talk all the time, right? Because I'm asking you questions and you continue to talk. I was like, but then whenever I tell you something, you just like accept what I say and you're like, okay, good. And you never ask any follow ups. So, like, how do I know that you actually care what I have to say? And he's like, Nadine, like, I don't have this, whatever you're looking for me to say, I'm never going to say the right thing. And I was like, well, actually, there's this one tool that you can use that's actually really helpful. And I was so angry that, like, I had to tell him, like, what I actually say is not what I actually mean. What I actually want to say is three layers deeper than that, but you don't actually know that because you haven't asked. And I don't trust that you want to know unless you ask. Like, I'm not just going to go out there and share my deeper stuff with you,
Right. Yes.
right?
You're like, I toss out a breadcrumb of like part of what I
Mm-hmm.
truly want to say. And
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to receive that well and ask, what else?
Yes.
Is there more?
Yeah.
You don't even have to ask like a well-formed question.
Yeah. And it was just crazy because I could see him like roll his eyes
Oh
and be
no.
like, but no, like in like a like this is all playing out, right? I'm like frustrated, like just ask me a question. There's more to say. And he's like, well, why don't you just say it if you want to say it? And I'm like, because I want you to care. So we're kind of going out this, and like he kind of rolls his. He's like, so how do you feel about that? And I was like, this is how I feel about that. And he's like, is that all? And I was like, no, that's not all. And like I kept and like have and then like I like he's like going through the follow-up questions and I'm getting deeper and deeper, knowing that he's doing and like suddenly I'm just like, see, doesn't it work? And he's just like, point taken, Nadine.
I
Like
love it.
it was just like this, like I didn't want to have to tell him. And I even knew he was doing it as I was telling him. And it still worked. Like I
Yes, yes.
still was
Even though I know
working.
you're doing this sarcastically and
Yeah.
slightly begrudgingly, it
Yeah.
still works.
It still works.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's
So it
true.
was like a funny, like, yeah, it was like humorous, but also like good,
Yeah. And
you
how
know?
funny, like how funny for someone to be like, well, why? Like, why do I have to like make a gesture of interest and safety and welcoming in order for you to open up more? And we're like,
Hmm.
yeah, like decades of social conditioning. That is
Hmm.